The shot is Carolina. Hey, what do you say?
Talkin' Sauce, episode 55. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man.
Doing good. Five
Doing well.
fives, number fives. 5 on YouTube. What's
Still
good?
on YouTube.
Still on YouTube.
Doing our best.
Corona watch. Let's talk about that, right? Coronavirus. It's real out there.
Sucks.
Everything's
Very
shut
real.
down.
Everything's
Everything's
shut down.
suspended
Just today, schools.
Yeah, Wake
Schools
County.
can't go. Can't do
for
it.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I remember last time we were together was Wednesday, and that was right before shit really hit the fan.
Yeah.
That was right before March Madness, the ACC tournament, obviously the NHL.
Yeah.
Of
course
all
the
that
NHL.
lockdown.
The
It's
NHL
just
shut down?
Fucking.
See, I had a dream.
Yeah.
That was real.
I just haven't been looking into it, man.
Let me tell you right now, off gate, the worst thing about the NHL shutting down, I was down in fantasy. I have no chance of coming back. I have no chance
yeah.
of coming back right now, dude.
Damn.
If I go to look at it, I just see myself losing.
That hurts.
It's rough.
It hurts.
It's very rough.
Well, it hurts the most.
It's not like looking in the mirror. Bam! What a burn.
That's true. I wouldn't know. All my mirrors are broken. From looking at it. You hate to see it.
It does suck though. We I got tickets to games and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen with
Well,
that.
I was actually going to ask you about that.
White
Have
privilege.
have they reached out to season ticket holders at all?
No, I mean they sent out like a general
Nah.
hey, we're obviously like taking this seriously. We're trying to figure out what to do, but no, like
Yeah,
no
every
plan
company
yet.
sent that email to
Yeah,
everyone.
exactly. So just
like
that
8 of them
generic shit.
today.
They just copy and pasted it from.
Tell you what, you
somewhere.
ain't get a refund. Tell you
No.
that off the gate. You ain't
Not
get a
with
refund.
Dundee, dude. He's too cheap.
No. Well, hey,
So,
even
Len,
then,
what
man,
do
they
you
got to
think?
pay arena people.
Yeah.
Which apparently they're going to have something in place tomorrow is when they'll announce a plan,
Yeah.
according to Luke DeCock.
They're going to like serve him lunch or something, I'm sure. That's
super
about
fucked
it.
up.
Billionaires.
I'll tell you what, though, right now, off the top of my head, some of the worst affected from this, especially with schools being canceled, are those kids, man.
Yeah.
Not so
yeah.
much the losing out on the education part. There's ways around that. How are they going to eat?
Yeah,
Think
there's
about
kids that
free
rely
reduced
on
lunch
it.
and all that
Right.
shit, man. Breakfast and all that shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have something.
Parents who can't afford like sitters and stuff.
That
Where
too.
school is
Where are they
like
gonna
where
go?
they send their fucking
Companies
kids
better be
every
ready to
day.
let some fucking kids come to work. It's
Yeah,
fucked
for
up.
real,
but like,
though, yeah.
what choice do they got?
Or I mean, obviously
Really
a lot of
adamant
people are
to
Stay
teach you
home.
working from home, so I mean that's
That's
kind
it.
of.
But there's
Hopefully
a lot
they
of
go
people
hand
that
in hand
can't,
for a lot
Right.
of people. You know, it's all a big mess.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking mess. I mean,
Very
that's,
mess.
you know.
But in Italy, Pornhub Premium, free to everybody.
Shouts
Pornhub
out
Premium
Pornhub.
free to everybody.
Yeah, but see, every
in
time I
Italy.
go on there, I keep seeing that shit. It's free for all new members. It's free for a year. It's free because it's summer. So yeah, I'm not
They do
impressed.
It's
those
always free for
surveys.
someone.
I'm not
Yeah,
impressed.
facts.
It's been free. Shouts out my premium account.
Dude,
Find Josh on Pornhub at
You do know 9 months from
Bags,
now,
you
though.
bum.
9 months from now, there's gonna be a lot of babies, virus babies. The same,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same
Thank
thing
you.
after like
Quarantine.
big snowstorms.
That's
Yeah.
true. What's that?
fuck with.
People be
Italian.
fucking.
Oh,
Oh,
as a very nice baby.
It's a nice baby.
Not sure if that's what you were going for.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. That's
pretty good.
A mozzarella.
also too, weren't there like Wi-Fi equipped buses or?
Well, I think some counties have started doing it, but I know Wake County is talking about getting buses equipped with Wi-Fi to go park in like district neighborhoods in places
pretty
where
cool.
kids don't have good access to Wi-Fi, so they can get online and still do their classes and stuff like that.
Like, can I get that password though?
Because I mean, I know that's like a big concern with
Now,
all the
do you have
schools
to
shutting down.
like get on the bus type of thing, or is it like
They
pull up in
they
the
act as
neighborhood?
hotspots,
Okay.
so they just park in a neighborhood and yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna see
That's
like the
pretty
same
cool.
people who would like go to like a Starbucks, like just
Camp out.
just sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
Sitting there in their Beetle on their laptop on their MacBook Air.
Be great.
A lot of shitty novels gonna be wrote.
Tell you what,
You're saying we gotta write NHL fan fiction, dude?
Ooh.
I'm already working
Looking
on
into
it.
it.
Yeah, already been working on that.
He's got a whole
I was like,
thing.
I want to see my rough drafts.
Ovechkin becomes king in the end.
Fucking ruin the ending, squirrel.
Dude, I'll let you read the rough
Spoiler
drafts.
alert.
Don't fucking tell everybody,
Yeah.
dude. I'm trying to sell this thing.
But shouts out, not coronavirus. Shouts
Good
out
ass.
the nurses and doctors out there doing
On the front lines.
doing their part.
Straight up.
Yeah.
For sure, exposing themselves to it.
What was that?
Not Corona, dude.
What the fuck was that, dude? Yo,
Get away from me.
stop coughing, dude.
Start
What
sneezing.
the fuck? You keep doing that, we're gonna have to get hazmat suits, dude. That's fucking bullshit.
You know what's
Terrible.
fucked up? The whole thing is like we got like these, but we ain't got no masks.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So with it being episode 55, we're gonna have to shout out a 55, and that
What are you
50
thinking, man?
and that 55 is Sergey Gonchar, right? Who else could it be? Could have been Boychuk.
But
Should have waited. Should have waited. Dude, stop coughing.
I can't now. Now it's like stuck in my head.
I got my eye on you, dude.
My eyes just start watering.
You
Just
got
like-
three more times I'm calling. You got 2 more times I'm calling 911, dude.
Terrible.
He's gonna start having to make those phone calls like he gave someone herpes.
Cody, you don't get near
Yeah.
me either. You're too close.
That's a good point too. Like,
Don't ever make those calls.
Jacob
I'm
struggles
kidding.
as a man who's had to make those calls. With it being episode 55, got to shout out Sergey Gonchar, one of the best shutdown guys to ever
boom.
play. Drafted 14th overall, 92. That's how long ago that was. Man, that was the
Throwback.
year I was born. It's 27 fucking years ago. Shouts out my age. He played for 20 years, just over 1,300 games. A lot of that with Washington. He played with Pittsburgh, won a cup in 09. Guy averaged almost 24 minutes time on ice.
Crazy.
Yeah, for sure. He got 811 points, I think. Retired with Montreal in 2015. When you look at like his point shares and stuff like that, and air adjust and all that bullshit, guys get compared to him like Niedermeyer, Pronger. I think Phil Housley was one. Chara.
Just
others.
great defenseman.
Great defenseman. 55. That all works out. No fucking hockey. There's a little bit of hockey for
There you
you.
go.
Best we can do.
Best we can do. Best we can fucking do right now, right?
What's the only other actual thing that happened? I guess the Brad Lemieux getting suspended.
Brandon Lemieux.
Brandon Lemieux.
Brandon Lemieux suspended. That's like some recent hockey news,
Yeah.
right? But they
But
don't.
like
They don't
what?
have a timeline or a suspension length.
It's pretty sick though if his suspension was like over the like suspended season. Like he's suspended 2 weeks. Like isn't that the yeah?
2 weeks proactive from when we start. 2 weeks after the first puck drop from when we.
No game checks.
No game checks.
No game checks.
They got bigger fish to fry.
Players are getting paid right now, though.
Are they?
I think I saw a tweet from one of those check marks, your Friedmans and so on. It was something along the lines of like they'll get paid, and it was like a staggered thing. I think they'll get paid like X, Y, and Z between like now and like May.
Okay.
Hence,
That's cool.
like since no game checks to make it whatever they would usually get paid.
Pretty cool. And you're seeing
guess.
guys put up money. I just saw Bobrovsky
Yeah.
down in Florida for like arena workers and stuff, which is ridiculous that they should have to do it, but yeah.
Fuck you looking at, dude? Dude. Why?
It's the hat.
Is the hat?
It's the hat.
You gotta lose that. It's putting me off.
So
You say jump, I say how high.
Do we know who's
listen to my producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do we know who's paying the Canes workers?
It's gonna be Dundon.
Yeah.
Talking
It's
sauce.
gonna be Dundon. It's not PNC ain't gonna do it.
Ain't gonna be me.
Put that out there.
Don't put us up to that.
I probably Dundon and people at other parties. Probably a combination of Dundon, PNC. I'd assume.
Yeah.
Say what Aho's. I mean, the only one who's making enough to do it.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
He ain't doing it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Slavin wouldn't contribute.
Right.
Yeah, if I could just assume. But I mean, I'm sure. Hopefully, the right parties get involved and take care of the arena workers. Said that it's, the news is saying that's what's going to be the case.
Yeah.
Hopefully that plays out the way it should. Should play out that way. What do you guys know about like what the league said about how they're coming back?
I've heard if it depending on when they come back, like if it's closer to April around playoff time, just do based on points percentage of the games you've played, seed the playoffs that way and start them up as if the season ended when the season got suspended. And I think at that point the Hurricanes would be in the first wild card spot based
Right.
on that.
Yeah.
I've also seen their talks of like doing for those lower seeds like play for your position, play to get in. I don't know how. Maybe I know there's Josh. You were saying bringing up they were talking about doing like 5-game first rounds.
Yeah.
Instead of the
That'd
full
be
7
nuts.
games.
Yes,
to save some
Source
time.
Hockey guy. He was talking about the possibility of doing 5-game first rounds or 5 games total for all
Yeah.
the rounds just to keep it going for the timeline. But apparently that's how it used to be. That's what it used to be. 5 games the first round. there'd be no real difference, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even give a fuck if they did that anyway. I'm lying, I guess. Not. Let me think about that. Retract that. 'Cause I love a good 7-game series.
Yeah.
Playoffs are long as shit. More hockey's good hockey, but
Yeah. I do think, 5 might make the teams play a little more urgent, too. No feeling out
Yeah.
process in the series. Just like,
you ain't wrong.
we don't have a lot of time to go, like,
And that would be the case, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time, so I think that would make sense.
You
Yeah.
think it would probably be like 2-2-1 for home and away?
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Have
it
to
would
be.
have to be. Yeah, that makes sense. Not much else. There's not much news there, right? Everyone's self quarantined.
Yeah.
And speaking of, one of our own in the Canes community, right, Mr. Forsland.
Yep.
He's
That's some
locked.
scary shit.
Yeah,
Stayed in the room of the same. Who's the basketball
I
player?
want to say it was like Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Stayed in the same room as him the night after and a couple nights after when the Hurricanes were in Detroit. So
That's
scary
crazy.
stuff, dude.
Yeah, it was him and then another Kane staffer.
Yeah, and I don't think they mentioned who the other one was.
No.
I do.
They put out Athletic put out an article about it too, and I don't think, or Sarah Siv, I guess specifically.
Yeah.
And it didn't name the other one that I can remember. So
Who knows?
wish them both healthy recoveries.
Yeah, well, and presumably, he doesn't have it. Hopefully he doesn't have it. I think it's just a precaution.
Yeah.
Right.
Man's.
What do you think he does in his quarantine time?
Who knows?
Apparently he's watching a lot of cable and he's tired of it. I saw something about that. He's
Really?
like, dude, he's like, I pay for 500 channels, nothing on. You
Like
know,
that old commercial.
Fucking ice road
like the
truckers.
classic, like every dad's complaint ever. Like all these channels, there's nothing going on. It's like that.
Pawn Stars,
Yeah.
hardcore pawn.
Ancient Aliens, really anything on History Channel.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw a lot of Twitter suggestions, things apparently he doesn't want to do, like watch Star Wars or get into Game of Thrones and things like that. Sci-fi fantasy ain't his thing, but
Hater.
whatever.
You should watch Star Wars.
He's a hater.
Yeah.
should definitely watch
hater.
Star Wars, dude. I'm gonna knock out the entire Game of Thrones series. I'm not, but
You can stop after like season 5.
You can just not at all.
well, I've seen the
actually.
very,
You'll
I've
be
seen the
better
very
off.
first episode, and the very last episode.
You seen the very last episode?
In every timeline that is started in the very first episode is wrapped up in the very last episode. So I got
he said
all
that
the
on the pod.
closure. I got all the closure I wanted. Or
He said that on
needed.
the pod
I
weeks
hate
ago,
you. I
and
hate
it,
you.
it like blew my mind. Pissed me off, blew my mind.
Yeah.
I had like an
No
out of body
idea.
experience.
You have no idea, man.
Doesn't matter,
Piece of
does it?
shit.
Awful.
Doesn't really matter.
You're a
though.
piece of
Read
shit.
the book.
I think I've read the first one.
Yeah, read the book.
Read the rest of them.
Read all of them.
Terrible.
I won't. Can't read.
I say that having his copy of the first book and his barely
Not
got-
even touched it?
Well, I
You can't
finished
read
the
shit of
prologue.
it.
Nice.
Oh.
You should read the epilogue or the last book and get the same
Big brain, dude.
get the same experience.
Exactly.
That's cold.
Exactly. Cody, you talked about this before we started recording. It's a really good point. What is Justin Williams thinking in a time like this?
Oh yeah, this gotta suck. Like he comes back for one season and then this is what happens.
You can't predict it, right? Like,
Yeah.
but and,
He's gonna
and
repeat
he's
it
definitely
next
a guy.
season like we didn't just go through this.
Right.
They're all gonna act like it never happened.
Like is there any chance that he comes back another year,
I don't think
regardless of what happens at the end of this year?
I don't think so.
I mean, 'cause
can't-
we're in the playoffs,
I
like-
can't speak for what kind of guy he is at heart. If it were me, I'd be like, "Yo, that was the sign." Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the sign.
Yeah, because it's been pretty. It's the right. I mean, it's all. But he said it. This is my last season.
There's that
and I
take-
think it is what it is.
Remember that take he had where his kids were like, or he was saying his kids were like, "Oh, Dad, we want you to play. Don't be around. Like, go out. Like, kids, fuck you, man. Like, the world's ending. I'm out there. The fucking plagues are happening. Fuck that. Hockey players are superstitious. They don't play with
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about the hockey gods?
Exactly. Well, they did cause this. Let's
Yeah.
not. You know.
Well,
Is it pestilence?
No, it was
Is
gritty.
pestilence sickness.
It was
Say again.
what?
Pestilence.
Pestilence?
Yeah.
Are you on some religious shit right now?
Yeah,
Like,
obviously. It's the end of the world.
how else are we gonna?
Yeah,
be?
do you guys not get
Go on.
spiritual when doom is impending? Just me?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To each
Well,
their own, man. But that's not. That's
does
not my cup of
anyone
tea.
know what pestilence
Does it
means?
look like
I've heard the word.
Jacob? Does it look like we've taken a single precaution?
Well, no, I mean, we're living pretty reckless out here.
You
just,
say-
Yeah.
riding life by the horns.
Said pestilence. Isn't that what you
Pestilence.
used to kill like termites and shit?
That is...
Keep
Those are
keep
pesticides.
bugs off your crops.
Pesticides.
Keep bugs off your
Doesn't,
crops.
wait, isn't that when you're annoying somebody?
That's what
You're
termites
like,
brings to my
pestering.
house.
I love that shit.
Pestering?
No, just that. Have you seen people do that shit on Twitter where like they keep quote tweeting with "Nah, you're talking about," and they say something else that's like real
This
close.
is like not it, but
Yeah.
I'll cut you off at Did you see that thing people do on Twitter? I'll be like, yep. I sure have. And then I also be like, nope, because, you're always surprised. Have not seen everything.
No, I think it was Gritty. He sacrificed global health for a Flyers run.
Would
That's
the
what
the
happened.
Flyers make it in, right? Based
Yeah.
on the points percentage.
I think
thing?
they're
They're
the
a
second
point.
wild card.
I think they're like a point or 2 points behind the
What's some
Capitals at this
standings at?
point.
Pestilence, a fatal epidemic disease, especially bubonic plague.
Say again?
Pestilence.
Who am
I
I
have the
looking for
definition?
here?
Let's see here. What are you asking me, Dylan?
Definition.
Pestilence, a fatal epidemic disease, especially bubonic plague.
Caused by a god.
Hockey gods,
Hence
actually.
the religious term.
Yeah.
Because you use, okay. Well,
I hope Jacob Slavin's opening his church doors because you got one member coming in, dude.
Flyers are 1 point behind the Capitals, if that's what you were saying.
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
They're comfortable
crazy.
in the playoff spot. Damn. Well,
So would we play the Capitals then? In the points percentage situation,
I'm not sure.
as first wild card?
I always
or do you
forget how
play-
it lines up.
I think first wild card plays second place, and then
And the first plays the second wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So with everything being on fucking lockdown, there's no sports. The hockey news stops right there, boys. What have you guys been doing to keep yourselves busy?
Well, the UFC's still been going, so that's been cool.
That's true. Where was that
They've
fight?
been fighting.
Was it Brazil or something?
Last night they had UFC Brazil. It was just like a fight night, but then that last main card, I believe, was Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Were there
both
people
of
in the
them were
crowd?
empty. No, I think both were empty. No, I lied. The last big one definitely did have a crowd.
In
Israel
Vegas?
Adesanya, yeah, that definitely did. Remember because they were booing. You were over there watching.
I don't think that one.
Squirrel's like I live in
The
a
big
cloud,
one,
bro.
yeah. You and your girlfriend were over, dude.
That was
She was
that was
loud,
that
too.
fight.
That's
though?
the
Cloud.
last big fight I'm talking about. But then last night they had.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pay per view. Last night they just had like their Friday night fights, which were good, but
With
yeah,
each
no
like
fans.
contact where you were like, that's gonna get you sick.
Yeah,
it's-
safe there.
WWE's
That'll
doing the
get
same
you sick.
thing.
It's kind of funny that
Just
like
going
of
on?
all professional sport things shutting down, like those
Right.
those ones aren't.
They roll around together on the
yeah,
ground with little clothing.
But
They also
get
get
their- and
tested.
get their
They get
blood on each
tested
other.
pretty frequently.
yeah, so
That
they
was, like,
do have access
for a
to
lot of
the-
other things.
It's
Yeah.
not
Like,
wrong. That's
yeah.
a good point.
That and also there is a lot of body contact, but it's also a much smaller number of people total. I think compared
Yeah.
to like you look at a professional
Sure.
sports locker
fair.
room, you got 3 or 4 different just like physical
So many
trainers,
bare ass
medical
smacks.
people, so many bare
So
ass
many bare ass
smacks.
smacks.
You know,
So yeah.
everyone's
yeah.
showering in
This is good.
communal showers.
This is good.
What do you guys think about like events canceling in general? Like, so the Billie Eilish was at PNC on Thursday, and people were super pissed that they didn't cancel that. Thoughts?
Did it go on?
Yeah.
Actually,
It did.
I never followed up. People
Yeah.
showed up and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently there were people there at like 9 a.m.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, not fucking around. I mean, I said it on the Scrum, dude. Go check it out. If you didn't see the Scrum, check it out on YouTube. Fucking
Scrum,
cancel.
YouTube.
Yeah, cancel everything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag cancel.
You have
everything
to.
now.
That's the only
Gotta be
way that
safe.
people aren't going to go out.
If you don't cancel it, I'm not gonna be like mad because it's a fucking free country and I have the option to not go to that shit. So
Yeah.
do as you wish.
Right.
At the
I
end
guess
of the
at the
day,
same time, don't get more motherfuckers sick, please.
Yeah.
But I'm
Just
not
don't be
gonna
a
be out
dick.
here all
It's
pissed
really
off,
just don't
like-
be a dick.
at the end of the day,
Wash
it's
your
on
fucking
you
hands.
and you and you and you to just keep yourself in check and just try not to get other people sick. Just don't. At the
Doc-
end of the day,
I mean,
Dr.
we've
Tees.
taken again 0 precautions, but again, that's
No
those are our
precautions.
choices.
Stop licking the produce.
Well, I mean,
Josh.
we all live together anyway.
kinda lick the
so
produce.
we all have
I'm
our,
off
it's
the
the
Logan
talking
ice cream
sauce
game.
house.
Too many people get caught.
It's true.
Yeah, so I'm off that lick. Get it? Hey.
I don't.
All right, guys. Well, it's been an episode. Of
Damn. Hashtag cancel Josh now. But have you guys been able to explore like any other creative passions, any other hobbies that you wouldn't be able to do anyway? You guys just fucking losers. Like, what is it? You hang out with your families more now? You guys been seeing your loved ones?
no,
No?
no.
I mean, it's
my
been
loved
like
ones are
2
older than me,
days since I feel like shit started really hitting the fan. So I don't really like. I'm like planning on watching shit.
dude.
Right.
Cody's been going out to the bars, going out to restaurants.
Cody's like,
mingling.
dude, not a fucking thing has changed in my life. I don't know what you're
Like, I ain't worried about shit.
Everything's the same.
I've been playing a lot of Minecraft.
Shouts out.
So
Playing a
nothing
lot
new.
of Minecraft.
Shouts
nothing
out.
really that
I have been
new.
playing
Nothing
more
very
video
new.
games. I've been definitely playing more video games, but
I jumped back into
what's
Borderlands
different?
last night. It's
Good for you. Which
Say again?
one?
The 3. So
Oh, yeah?
I'm still doing
I still haven't played 3.
I should play it with you.
should.
Give me play it with you. I've been playing a lot of GTA with James though,
It's true.
which is a blast. It's
Shouts
pretty
out
cool.
James.
Shouts
Ugly
out.
ass.
Speaking of things to do.
Ugly.
Speaking of things, so ugly. Speaking of things to do.
Speaking of things to do,
Video games.
video games.
Hit me up on board. No, I'm just kidding. Chell tournament.
Bam.
We're doing it with Hockey NC,
Hockey NC and Kane Stats.
and Kane Stats,
Kane Stats
on
on
Twitter.
Twitter, yep.
We should have had their ats pulled up, but
Don't have the exact at Hockey NC. I believe I want to say it's at Kane Stats, and there's some numbers involved.
yeah.
But shouts out
We should
both of
double
them.
check that, yeah.
Yeah, no, great to work with both
Is
of them.
it so? Is it already full, or can people contact us? To
If
get
you're
in?
interested, hit us up.
Yeah,
and if
any
we
of
can
us.
expand. I think we can possibly expand.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on the volume of interest.
Absolutely.
There's been we had a little talk call before we did the pod earlier today, and people were still hitting dude up. So I think the interest is definitely there. It's on
Yeah.
Xbox.
So
Sorry,
Xbox.
Cody.
Yeah.
Get your shit right.
5v5, correct?
It's 5v5. We were going to do 3v3, but based on the idea of keeping competition fair in case someone can't play,
Mm-hmm.
the odds are more in favor if there's one person missing and you're only you still got 4 other humans playing 5 humans.
Yeah.
Makes more sense that way. So 5v5. Right now it's only 4 teams.
Yeah.
So I think we can expand. It's going to be a 2-week tournament, maybe longer.
Yeah.
Depending on how long we're
There's gonna be,
quarantined.
and there's a
And how we're
drafting
quarantined.
process too. You don't have to bring your own 5-person team. There's going to be
Right.
Yep.
some sort of, and the logistics are still kind of getting worked out.
Yep.
But do please hit any of us up on Twitter, show your interest, tell your friends, all that stuff.
Yep. No, it should be sick. So and
Figuring out a prize as well too. That's
Exactly.
something that's in the process.
there's a prize involved, so don't miss that.
Yeah.
Don't miss your opportunity to win
gonna
some
be big.
possible cash.
It's
Not
gonna be
saying it might,
huge.
not saying it is, not saying it ain't.
How would you like to be a
Honey.
stakeholder in the Carolina Hurricanes organization? We're giving
Drip,
away
drip.
2% share.
'Cause we got it like that. No, I'm pretty stoked on that. That should be cool.
Yeah,
I
it'll be a lot
at
of
least
fun.
know Jacob and I are going to be competing, hopefully on the same team. Your boy's
Come
a captain.
Get waxed.
And we're going to be streaming it.
yes.
We're going to be streaming our games. So
Yeah.
that'll be our first venture into streaming. We should probably try to practice it on
Absolutely.
some runs here.
Without a doubt.
Coming up
Facts.
soon. It's actually something we should probably look into.
We'll
But
have a lot of time in our hands because we're going to be locked
can't
down.
do anything else. Yeah, really hope they let us work from home, and then we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just wait, let me log in real quick. Hold on, I got an email.
Yeah,
All right, we're good. We're
it'll
good.
be good.
All right, bro. I got the sticks back.
But more details on that. So look forward to that shit.
Absolutely.
But what else, dude? What else is going on, boys?
Dude, I
What
mean,
else do you guys want to fucking talk about? How do you
we
feel?
got so much time. Look, man, it's been rough. You know what I'm saying?
It's been hard on
Get
you.
real therapeutic.
Has
Get
it
like
been
way
hard?
too deep, dude.
Has it or has it not?
I mean, it's been okay. It's been okay. I was listening to a thing about this whole the whole lockdown and how it's going in Italy, right? Apparently, having a dog is a really good thing to have in this because that's one of the few reasons you have to be allowed to leave your house. That people in
Okay.
Italy that own dogs, you can go out. You're allowed to go out, take them for a walk, but otherwise,
Very interesting.
you got to stay in the crib. So
There you go.
I'm gonna just be borrowing Lily, walking over here to do the podcast. She's limping and shit, panting. She'll be
good.
okay.
Oh, God.
But shouts
There you
out
go.
Ralphie, Pod Dog.
Shouts out Ralphie, Pod Dog for sure. Yeah, if they ever ban that, if they make that the rule here, I'll have a out to get out. Just take them everywhere.
Yeah.
Gotta take my dog piss, like at the grocery store, like or at the bank, like
Yeah.
like sir, what do you do? Well, my dog's got to piss. Like, what are you gonna do? You could put me in cuffs. Look at my dog, man. It is what it is.
Have you guys got toilet paper? Have you guys overstocked on your
Dude, that was the
TP?
only thing that was out the other day when I went to Harris Teeter on Friday. There was water, there was food, everything.
There's no toilet paper here. Don't come
Straight
here.
up.
There's no toilet paper. We have nothing valuable.
Straight up, I was doing my thing yesterday, and I reached for some toilet paper, and there wasn't any toilet paper
You
on
have a
the
panic attack?
no.
wasn't any toilet paper on the roll,
Panic.
and I'm pretty sure like we bought toilet paper like 2 days ago. Look under the sink, there wasn't any toilet paper in that sink.
Someone stole your toilet paper.
It was in the laundry room, but
Oh.
I was like sitting there. I had to call my girlfriend and be like, "Yo,"
I'm sitting here.
what's the
all
deal?
I was
unclean.
freaking out,
What's
dude.
deets on the TP?
I was
Yeah.
freaking out because I was like, "This is in so many ways not a good time to not have any toilet paper."
You were taking a lot of baths.
But that's what I
Lot
was
of
thinking.
baths.
I legit was down to like my last couple rolls, and then that's when the TP thing went off, and I was like, dude, like this isn't even a panic thing. I just legitimately need some toilet paper.
And that's just it. It's like I hit up the wife too the other day, and shouts out her, man. Without her, I wouldn't know. Dude. There's things in the house I don't even know where they are.
It's pretty astounding.
you'd be like, yo, kid, like, can I get a bowl? Where your bowl is? I'd be like,
Guess it's as good as mine,
yeah.
dude.
I had to tell you where you'd end up like with a box of cereal in your hand. Like, this is not a bowl.
You'd end
It's
up
half what I'm
drinking
looking
water
for.
out of a coffee mug or something crazy like that, dude.
Yeah, you might. You just might.
You
Might
might just
when you don't know where nothing is. Got to go reaching.
Totally forgot what we were saying though. It'd be
Shouts
like,
out.
not know.
Shouts out
but,
your
yeah,
wife.
TP toilet paper. You send her out.
I had to hit her up and be like, so we're good, right? And she's like, well, what are you saying? Like, do you need me to go get a bunch? Well, no, like we don't need to stock up. We just need to not have dirty butts. Like we just need to not run out of shit we need. Like we got soap. Because I was out. I could stop.
Yeah.
I was ready to fight whoever I needed. I was ready that day. You know what I'm saying?
Squad
All
up.
one.
Yeah.
Squad on up.
I think a lot of places, low key, you can go to like a lot of drugstores for whatever reason. Like they have this stuff that like people don't buy there, like toilet paper and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No face masks. I only say that because all the ones around like where I live.
Hardware stores.
Hardware stores.
See what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Facts.
places like that. There's places that have shit that you don't think that they'd have it that do.
Like gloves.
So figure that shit out.
Grocery store. Real talk.
But we're not wearing any, so it doesn't matter.
You're right.
But I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have any, like, are you going to start reading Game of Thrones, dude, with all this
might.
time? You're not going to.
really good.
That was the
Might,
voice.
man. Really
That was
good.
the voice of saying, like, I don't want to say no to reading this book in front of everybody.
It'll make you appreciate the series
But
again.
I'm totally not going to read that book.
Okay, it'll make me appreciate the series. Here's a question: what if I don't want to appreciate it?
Yeah,
What if
what
I'm
if-
so jaded with
Then do
how
it.
they did me?
Then don't read the book. Then
Yeah,
give it
don't
back.
read, dude.
Well, it looks cool on the shelf.
It looks great on the shelf. Doesn't look great on mine because I have all of them except that one.
Dude, take
Because
the
that one's mine.
Well, let me get the other ones.
Yeah, give him the
You
Get
read
through
them.
one.
But you read them. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
need them more than you.
Share the knowledge.
Well,
Dick.
you just said you're probably not going to read them because you
Well,
don't
if I
want to
had
appreciate the
all of
series.
them.
It's like when I went back and I bought all the Dead Space games at one time. I was like, I gotta buy Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. Have I finished those games? No, but but I've got them in my library on my Xbox, and I'm like, I got the whole series in case I ever want to run through them all. You know what I mean? See what
Yeah,
I'm
that's why I
talking
bought.
What he
That,
said.
that's exactly
What
why
he
I bought
said.
all the books.
about? But I didn't let Josh borrow Dead Space. If I had let him borrow Dead Space
You let
and he
him
kept
borrow
it,
all
I'd
three
be
of
like,
them?
I mean, that is what it is. I gave it away. You know what I mean?
And if
give it
anything,
away.
he'd probably give me the rest of them.
I'd be like,
just 'cause,
dude, you know what?
You, like,
I
you
have-
have the first one. Like it's only good that you have the rest.
Yeah, it
So-
makes the most sense.
So really, this is on you
Yeah, yeah, Dick.
for not keeping the collection together.
I only had the first two books when I gave you that first one, bro. I only had the first two books.
As you
I wasn't even done with the second one. I was
Well, then
like,
you should have
"All right,
shipped
bro."
them to my house.
No.
Do you know what this just reminded me of? Just speaking of video games and like giving shit away. This is a story about you from.
This is a story of a kid.
This is a story of a kid.
You got a story about me, bro?
Dude, do you remember going to Play and Trade with I don't remember, it doesn't matter who we were with, but your mom was there and you wanted to buy like these 2 new games, and the guy behind the desk was like, hey, with these 2 you get a free game, and your mom was like, Dylan, why don't you go get a game? And you were like, nah. Straight up, I was just there. I was like, what do you mean, dude? Dude, there was a shelf.
Spoiled.
I was like, yo, it was Metal Gear Solid, the whole
Spoiled.
collection. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool game. Like, it's free, why not? And you were just like, I don't really want it, man. I was like,
Spoiled.
dude, I didn't have a game
I do not
system at the
remember
time,
that.
so I was like, I can't even take advantage of this. Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
do not remember that. It's
Damn.
Could
funny.
have got your
It's
brother a
cold.
game,
Yeah, anything, you know.
but nah.
Dude,
Well,
I didn't
story
fuck with
time,
you at
dude.
the time, probably.
Yeah, bro. You guys, I don't think you guys were close friends.
You were like, you had like just turned a teenager. I was like,
Oh man, all that
fuck
teenage
shit.
angst, dude. Just
Honestly.
threatening your Halo
Shouts
account
out
every
to
chance
Fable.
you got. Fable
Shouts
file,
out
yeah.
Fable, dude.
You're threaten the Fable
remember
file.
being a teenager?
Nah.
Remember being a teenager and just Cody and I
Unfortunately.
got into some absolute fuckery
Yeah.
as teenagers. Some absolute fuckery. Like
The hardcore drive-by.
Hardcore Drive-By
That
was
was
always a
good.
good one. Do you know what Hardcore Drive-By is?
Nope.
So it's not like in gang terms where anyone's actually having any violence inflicted on them or anyone gets in any actual harm. It may be dangerous to the performer of said hardcore drive-by, but that's
Okay.
neither here nor there. These are way past statute of limitations, so we're straight. You pull up to a unsuspecting public place. Sounds terrible already.
Crowd of people,
but-
yeah.
and you get out of the car or whatever. Maybe you're just like already posing in public. Think of it like a heavy metal
Flash mob.
Flash mob.
A single person flash mob.
Or preferably with
That's
multiple folks, but in our case, usually just one person. You know, so you
One
got-
person driving, one person.
You need
getting
getaway
out.
vehicles. You need spotters. So it's hard to pull together. But you roll up. You blast your heavy shit. You get out of the car. You let those windmills fly, dude. You let those fucking-
Right here, like 2002 Dodge Stratus speakers, like
100%.
really,
That's exactly,
really
yeah.
bumped.
100%. You let those fuckers know what time it is, dude.
Yeah.
And people freak out. People absolutely freak out. I think we
No
got
idea.
I think Seth or Tyler did one at like a stoplight in the middle of like a crowded intersection one time. I did one. We pulled up to outside of the end of a public skate at the Ice House. This
I
was
love
years
it.
ago. Pulled up like a bunch of fucking
This is like 2 years ago.
25 years old.
2 times 5. Just like, fucking pull it up and just yeah. Good shit.
Nice, dude.
A lot of confused faces.
Yeah,
That's what it's
for
all
sure.
about.
What about general confusion?
General confusion. I'm confused right now. dude.
I'm
I
always
don't know what's going
confused.
on.
I mean, I'm always confused. So right now, I'm confused more than ever.
Spread facts, not
Corona.
This is coming from the guy from whose personal Twitter
Yeah,
account
he
said
goes,
Forrest
"John
had the
Forrest."
coronavirus. What the fuck are you talking about?
All capitals.
Whatever, it's Twitter.
That shit was-
Nothing you read on Twitter is
That shit
fact.
was
That's a
so
good point.
funny.
That's
we
a
have
good point.
we have like the personal or like the podcast so like group message. Cody just slides in there with he was like, "Yo, John Fulton's got coronavirus," and me and Josh have been like up for a couple hours. We're like, "Wait, what?" Then I just go to Twitter and it's like verbatim text on Twitter. It was like, "Oh shit!" Oh, it was so.
I know. I'm
funny,
like,
dude.
where? I'm like looking for it, like somewhere else. Like, shit, where's he seeing this? And I'm like, oh, he's just saying it. All right.
He
well.
sources himself from Twitter. He's
Yeah,
like, "Dude, John Fulton's got coronavirus."
Source me telling my boys in the chat.
Whatever, it's Twitter.
It is, yeah. Fuck it.
That shit was
so it's
hilarious,
literally
dude.
meaningless. Like, so to anyone who's not like actually
It's my
doing
everything.
actual good outside of saying shit, you're doing nothing by fucking just saying shit. So fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
dude.
sorry. That's just how I feel about Twitter these days.
Oh no, dude! I'm making pretty big strides in my anime Twitter game.
Then shouts out you.
Talking about
Shouts out
the
you.
best series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One Punch Man.
That sounds like healthy discussion.
There's nothing
The
healthy
opposite of what
about
I'm
it.
talking about.
Dude, it's the discourse is entirely in that. Damn, I forgot the famous K-pop band. What's the big one?
Ooh,
It starts with a B. I think it's literally just letters. Come on, guys. We are more cultured than this.
I know. I can think of them and everything.
It's like,
you fucked
like
us up.
BTS or something?
BTS,
that's
yeah.
exactly what it
Discourse
is.
is done entirely in BTS clips back and forth. It's really difficult to
That's-
learn the language.
Funny. That's funny.
That's pretty good.
It's very difficult.
You can't speak that language?
I can
You don't
now.
spend enough time
Took
on
me a
Twitter.
long
Took you a
time.
while?
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took me a
yeah. That's
little bit.
I haven't even been talking about it. Like the fact that I'm doing it.
Same.
I'm work is starting to have comments about.
I was
what
gonna go
do.
get my doctorate in it if you want to.
Dude, I'll join the program, dude.
Cool.
We can study together.
I get that after my Dothraki.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, does anyone have any like good hockey stories from growing up? You know what I'm saying?
From all the years of
yeah,
experience we
yeah.
have
I mean,
playing.
all the leagues, all the levels. I know Josh, you were in Junior A there for a
championships?
while.
Yeah.
The SPHL.
Yeah.
The
There's a couple. One that comes to mind was one time I blindsided punched a dude.
you got to do that.
You seem
What
like that
happened?
type of person.
I'm not. Come on.
An instigator.
I was like
Doing your
15 years
hardcore
old.
drive-bys, your blindside
Fucking
punches.
kids.
I was like 15 years old. So we were playing. It was like house
No
rec league
excuse.
over there at the Garner Ice House, and I had a girlfriend was watching in attendance. It was like 8 people at these fucking things anyway. So like if anyone's in the crowd,
6 of them were parents.
exactly. Like so if anyone's in the crowd, they kind of stand out.
Yeah.
You know, if you look over, and. During the game, this one kid, he had checked me into it. This is like the first age where you can start checking too. So
Yeah.
everyone's just overhitting. It's like 15 to 18. So this kid, and I'm not a big guy.
I'm saying 18-year-olds, like
He's even
half fully
smaller
grown
than-
men fight.
There's big ass dudes in
18-year-olds.
these leagues. So this one kid, not that he was much bigger, put me into his bench almost. And when he checked me, he pushed my cage up into my fucking nose. So my chin strap was like at my nose. So I was already looking for this motherfucker.
Looking like a fool.
Eyes watering and shit.
Oh yeah, all pissed off. Yeah, you know
not
when you get hit in the
crying.
nose. I'm not crying just because he hit me in my nose. My eyes are watering. I was tight. And then apparently I was on the bench, and I didn't get the best look at it. But they're like, "He's waving at your girlfriend. He's waving at your girlfriend." I look up and I'm like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" So at that point, blind rage. I black out.
Seeing red.
I like get on like request the change, right, to get on. Like I don't even play that many minutes, so like get me on the ice, make the change with dude. I see him coming down like the far wing opposite to the benches. Hence what I'm about to say, why that kind of lined up the way it did. He's like really tight to the boards, totally away from the puck, right? I'm skating backwards on D as a winger. He's coming. I basically just fucking cold cocked him in the face. Just completely decked him in the face.
No one
saw it.
saw
It was
it.
the dirtiest, most uncalled for thing you could have ever done. Laid him out. Absolutely laid him the fuck out. Best part, no ref saw it. All the benches, all the coaches, all the players, all the families, everyone watching saw it happen. Not a ref saw it. Not a thing became of it.
Hey, so nothing after that. No yard sale.
No, I mean, no, because we were like 15. Everyone was more in shock.
Right, yeah.
No, wait, no. Who's your favorite team?
So, what?
Who's your favorite team?
Hurricanes?
I
What are you trying to say?
don't know, man. I'm connecting dots, maybe. I don't know. Connecting dots.
Oh, it was a total dirtbag move. It was like the lowest of lowest moves. There was some weird thing, though, where like no one on their team was really that mad at me.
Maybe he's a dick. Maybe
I
he's
had a
dick.
couple guys on their team
Might have
come
been
up
a
to
real
me and
piece
was
of
like,
shit.
hey, look, like, that was fucked up. Like, we get it.
Could you not do that again, though? But yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't. There was something about it where, like, I don't know, like no one liked him, and they saw him hit me into their bench too. So I think most
Right.
of them thought it was retaliatory from that. So and I guess like because he got like his fucking stick in there. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do.
No, I've totally moved
do
on.
what you gotta
Totally,
do.
totally moved
I got
on.
absolutely fucked up in that league though. Like you know,
Really?
just as a small guy, you're gonna get your licks in.
Yeah.
You're gonna get fucking rocked. We played. There was a couple games where we played against like travel teams that didn't have a game or like just was like looking for comp or whatever. And our team wasn't bad. We were pretty good for a house fucking league. But we played against this. I think they were like the youth fire ants. team.
Yeah.
They were pretty good. I mean, the game was close, but they had monsters on their team. They had absolute
They had
fucking
grown
monsters
men.
on their team. Yeah, like 15, 18, every guy was like 17.
Yeah.
And they were fucking ready to play like fucking SP shit, like ECHL shit. So I got laid out a couple times in that game for sure. But
That happens, though.
is what it is, man.
That happens, though. We had a little. Speaking of run-ins on the ice,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was in the
Run-ins in
street,
the cul-de-sac?
in the cul-de-sac, dude. Way back in the, I guess elementary school days.
So
dude.
who
I
fought
think we
who?
were in middle school. We fought
No,
each
I
other.
think it was.
You fought each other?
School.
It was when you had that broken arm, wasn't that in?
Was
that elementary
That was
school?
elementary.
There was a time when you guys fought each other over hockey?
Dude, we fought. We had a couple.
couple
little-
of dust ups. This specifically.
This one was.
your fault.
I don't even know. What are you talking
You
about?
instigated the whole thing.
See, don't you start with your
Instigator.
side? We'll see.
Connecting
We'll
the
see if they're
dots.
All right,
different.
let's go here.
We've talked about
We
it
need
a
some
couple
podcast
times.
court
though.
here.
Yeah. Cody,
I was
you're
playing-
I'm the
unbiased,
judge. I'm the
unbiased.
Jake and Josh here were doing a little 1v1.
Little 1v1, little shitty.
I was playing goalie. You know what I mean?
Now keep in mind, I'm 4 years older than both of you. This was how many ever years ago? Where you guys were probably still growing into your big ass selves.
Oh, for sure.
We were in elementary school.
Yeah.
But even then, Jacob's already like weighs the same as me. Let's keep,
Yeah,
let's keep
I
it
was
a buck.
That's
definitely, I was
facts.
definitely bigger than you at the time.
Let's keep it a buck.
Oh yeah.
Just so
Hey,
there's not
for
like
sure.
just so there's not like some immediate bullying thing here out the gate. Jacob could build a house by himself.
All I mostly remember
Strong
of
as
it.
an ox.
All I mostly remember of it is I'm in goal, and I think you scored.
Naturally.
You scored,
Naturally.
and you bumped me when you did it, and then you started to come after him because I was your goalie at the time, and then somehow you turned it around to where like he should come at me.
I
For
might be
master
thinking of an
manipulator
entirely
here.
different
Wow.
Master
situation.
All I know is the
because, like
thing
you
that
said, it
sparked
happened
the whole
more than
thing.
once.
The thing that sparked the whole thing is the next play after that goal, he ended up just like hitting me into the back of the net.
I remember that. No, I remember that because we started to get into it, and then you just let me have you just like didn't play defense on one thing, and I just let the ball roll into his feet, and right when he looked down, I just like popped him in the chest.
And I got really
How
bad.
is this my fault?
We were. I mean, at that point, we're pissed at each other, but it all started with you. It always started
You were
with
encouraging him to run into me, and then when he hit me, and I was all pissed, I was just trying to get up and be like, all right, no, we're good. Let's just keep playing. You were like, nah, go.
Yeah, you gotta go
Jake.
fucking
Sounds like
fight
you
him.
were
You gotta
trying
go
to make
fucking
children
fight him.
fight each other.
Yeah.
That was like half his whole thing.
And then it ended up at the end. It culminated with Jake and I. I think we started shoving. I don't think any fists really got thrown. It was just
I mean,
a lot
we
of
got into a fight. I had
pushing
my
to the
cast
ground
on. I had
and-
my cast
You had a
on.
cast on.
And I was like, I'm not going to use my cast. And then like he caught me once in the face. I was like, fuck that.
Did I
use
catch you
my
in the
cast. I mean, yeah, we swung, and then I just swung the cast. I was like, I swung the cast from the hip. Good times, dude.
good time. We ended up like way
I mean-
up in the yard. Fucking
Yeah, I mean, then we all just went home. We hung out
I'm
the
just
next
like,
day.
no, we
watching, like,
continued the
yes.
game.
Yeah,
after
right.
that.
No,
It
we
was
left.
done.
You
Did
went
we leave?
inside. I went
Did we go
home.
inside?
Josh was just there in his fucking beat ass rollerblades. You remember those
Just
things?
kept taking
dude?
more shots. Yeah.
Just fine.
Those like you were just skating on the metal bearings.
Hey man, I'm a grinder.
It
pun
sparked when you did the
intended.
little stop. You know,
Yeah. I'm all about the flair. I'm all about the flair and making little kids fight each other.
it's your
For his own
brand.
entertainment.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Well, that's just how you fill time. You know, I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? I got you guys as pawns. I'm gonna instigate some confrontation and see where it goes.
Some older brother ass shit.
yeah.
Some real older brother ass shit.
Yep. We hung out the very
It's
next
not like
day.
you guys
though.
are psychologically fucked up because of it or anything.
I mean, I've never liked you. but that was
I have
already
a pillow with the picture of Dylan's face
If
on
any-
it. I cut it at night.
I was about to say, if anything, this probably brought you two closer together. So you should be thanking
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Right? You should be fucking thanking me. That's fucked up.
Oh man.
Oh,
but yeah,
shit.
I played one game of organized hockey. It was floor hockey, and I was gassed after 3 shifts. And I was
Nice.
like, well,
I feel that.
Sounds like me now.
I'm leaving.
Sounds
Yeah.
like me if I
Bye.
ever try to play hockey now.
guys
If every
should
time I get
come
on the
out.
ice, I just fucking, I die.
Come out the floor hockey, dude. I'm telling y'all, come out to pick up. I've been trying.
I would
for
love
weeks.
to. I need to hit the treadmill a little bit and just fucking get some reps in.
Do
So I'm
it out
not.
there, dude.
Do it out
Fuck
there?
Do it out there.
I'll
dude.
puke along.
You should run on the street though, as opposed, or just like not on a treadmill.
In general, I'm just saying I need to do a little maintenance workout.
Well, in
beforehand.
quarantine, just get
Can't
oil
run on the street, right?
Oil,
So-
no,
Yeah.
oil up the floor, hands on the counter, and then
What about
just.
treadmill? That's why they made treadmills, Jacob.
But you can't go. Your gym's closed here, so you got to
I don't
oil
think
up
it
the
is.
floor. That's
Or
crazy.
either that or the wife's breaking into that motherfucker.
Our gym's not closed.
She's
Gym
been
not
going.
closed.
She
Our
must be
gym's
cheating
closed.
on me.
Oh,
with someone
yeah,
else
that's what
in
she's
quarantine.
telling you.
She's definitely cheating on you.
We've confirmed this. She
She
has.
told me she's cheating on me.
She confided in her brother-in-law. You best say it to you. You best say.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, good
shit.
times, dude.
Good old-fashioned cuckold joke.
Good old fashioned stepping out on your significant other.
Oh man.
It's funnier when it's family.
All right, boys.
I think we covered it.
I think we did it.
Way to go.
55 in a bag.
We're doing
Somehow.
We're gonna keep the podcast coming. Try to keep content coming out throughout
Podcast
this.
never stops.
Keep you updated as much as we can with all the Corona stuff going on, how it's affecting the NHL, how it's affecting everyone.
but very
Does the
very
least amount of
lackadaisical.
research
Yeah.
for this podcast.
We're doing that with the minimum effort.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. of
Let that
course.
be known.
Yeah.
Josh,
Do
are you
not
still
look to us for news.
are you still paying our salaries?
Say again?
Are you
Yeah,
still paying
yeah.
our salaries
Say
if we
again?
can't come?
But again, definitely hit us up about the Chell tournament. Us, Hockey NC, Kane Stats.
Where can they hit us up?
You can hit us up at Talkin' Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore.
Even on your deathbed with the fucking COVID-19, you respect.
That's
the
what I want to
underscore.
hear. Just respect. That's
Elders
your
and
fun.
With my
underscore.
last dying breath, tell the Talkin' Sauce crew I respected the underscore.
But you can hit me up at jcobb, JAY_COBBB. Cody.
At CD_2187.
Teebs, TEABZZ.
Find me on Reddit. You teabags your mom. 69420 lowercase x capital X.
Episode 55.